Got me feeling like gin, off this gin, I'm melodic, with the smoke in the air, and the smell is hypnotic, with a strawberry switch blunt, with a whole lot of chronic, in a pocket, with a wallet, with a whole lot of nada. I be stressed, but it got me in an ethereal mode, with a serious soul, in a cereal bowl, like I'm searching for the sunflower. I'ma go on the road, but keep my mind open, infinite, like the Konami code. Hip-hop is my soul. Hope you looking when he's rapping, B-boy spinning to the beat like Mugen when he's scrapping. I'm jugging and I'm lapping on my way to Shangri-La, but some live, some die in the way of the samurai. Hear my battle cry, I might stay late and keep my fresh on the sideways 8. Yeah, I might make babes. All I need is some risotto and a cosplay chick that was born in Kyoto. Why? But that's a no-no if I ain't got that protection B. I keep my sword sheath, I don't need no BM stressing me. I wonder if there's a message, G, when I hear these new rappers. I ain't hating you rappers, but I prefer the boom bappers. It's the truth rappers, it's the war of the words, and I'm standing on top the castle representing the third. I guess you ain't heard, I'm following my destiny, following the God of fools, father to the death of me. A cross on my chest and resolve in my heart. Ain't shit you can do to bring a stop to this march, bring a stop to this art. You must be JK, and I grab the mic and get loud like an AK spray, and then I stay laying this heat over beats. I got the resolve of a beast, so girl, put your knees over these shoulders right here. They holding up the world already. Mujushin style stabbers got your girl all sweaty. Ah, you mad, bro? My bad, I'm in my zone. Miyamoto Musashi with the microphone. The best squad in the city is watching my back. I might hit you with the two-piece like Mataza the Zap. I'm just talking that crap, I'm a peaceful warrior. And my flow Mega Man, I'll defeat and absorb ya while I'm hungover off gin and soda. I'm a fucking hero, dog, man, I beat Genova. Word to Jehovah, right hand on the rhyme. The way I'm rapping these lines, so you can examine my mind. Take a step inside, don't be afraid. I'll let the beat lead me while I lead the way. And I seen today, as I read the sermon, that all I can tell you's only death is certain, but the way of the samurai is found in death. You might hear a lot of deep shit, but mine sounds the best. Yes, yeah. This one, baby. KV Anime on the beat. Hood Hemingway.
It's like ba-ba-ba-ba-boom when I roll that D20. Don't tell me about battles, homie, I done seen plenty. Got this mead in my stein, but I usually drink any. If I see a dope sword, I'm down to blow every penny. Could kill you with a cutlass, I could kill you with a kettle. Might pick up this hammer and be down a horn devil. And I'm searching it for metal way before the dust settle. And I never known defeat, but I get one every level. Got a Royals fitted on that I call the 7 C's. Fuck these weak ass enemies, where the CR-23s. I determine destinies, delay could be the death of us. Pledge allegiance to the grind, I'm just trying to get my level up. Conflict great competitors, leave them dead in the blaze. I'm like your local weed man, I got 20s for days. And while I'm getting the praise, I'm just setting the stage. I play my role from the soul, leaving millions amazed. Like opposite of Rachel, having hero on the label, who will and enable while we living out these fables. Leave a steed in the stable, leave a blade in your navel. We're the knights of the D&D table. Opposite of Rachel, having hero on the label, who will and enable while we living out these fables. Leave a steed in the stable, leave a blade in your navel. We're the knights of the D&D table.
Way before the daytime was made to exist, Merlin will be destined to rock mics and kill shit. With the quick wit, you gon' get hit with the mage script. Omnipotent prowess what's pouring out of my fingertips. Who needs a compound pistol when I'm blasting magic missile? I only need to touch you to make all your armor sizzle. I can ride the backs of dragons, all I need to do is whistle. You starting to look thirsty, let me conjure you some swizzle. If you start some shit with me, you won't wind up dead. I'll reanimate your mom and tell her give me some head. You may think it's twisted, but I find it to be clever. A horrid lesson learned that's gonna stick with you forever. Got my homies by my side in this bottomless bag. When our journey ends, I'll name it the origin of swag. Don't be sad when it's time for Albion's end, cause legend has it like your mom, it's coming again.
Opposite of Rachel, having hero on the label. Who will and enable while we living out these fables. Leave a steed in the stable, leave a blade in your navel. We're the knights of the D&D table. Opposite of Rachel, having hero on the label. Who will and enable while we living out these fables. Leave a steed in the stable, leave a blade in your navel. We're the knights of the D&D table.
Turn your books to the Proverbs of Alpha Book 5. That's my pillar, light and goodness, Excalibur by my side. You need a lawful man. If dragons run amok, unlike my fellows, I won't leave you out of luck. Excuse me, milady, we require an inn. We have weapons to shine, armor for repairing. Wait, are the skeletons that I see in that den? Turn on dead, divine radiance, Arthur Servid, Lancelot, Merlin, it's a trap we've stepped in. Handle these rogues, though my smile can be quite disarming. If there's damsels here, well, I'll ferry them out. Be back in a jiff to face the evil and trounce it about. A paladin of glory with gold, armor, sword, and shield at the ready. Swords legend has been forewarned. Enemies will bow when I step from the crowd. Holiness and goodness, I'm that no doubt. Cause we're the knights.
Opposite of Rachel, having hero on the label. Who will and enable while we living out these fables. Leave a steed in the stable, leave a blade in your navel. We're the knights of the D&D table. Opposite of Rachel, having hero on the label. Who will and enable while we living out these fables. Leave a steed in the stable, leave a blade in your navel. We're the knights of the D&D table.
So stuff.
Yeah.
All right, well, welcome everybody to another episode of Knights of the Coffee Table. I'm here with Vast Token Dargoon, Gulsy Stone Monkey, Sinrise, and joining us again is Jagen. What's up, everybody?
Yo.
What's up, guys?
Dude, doing it up right for Tuesday, 2 more days, and 5 days off for Monkey.
Nice.
Sweet.
Anyway, I got a whole bunch of cool new toys that you guys can see that I'm putting on the stream right now. Aren't these neat?
That's me versus Excel right now.
We got Ryu going out to Mega Man, Goku showing up.
Mega Man.
Mario's gonna come into the party.
Hell yeah.
We got the dance party.
So.
Mega Man will kick all your asses and take your power too. He'll take your power and use it against another enemy. That's why Mega Man.
Yeah, Mega Man's rad like that.
He can never be beaten.
Hell yeah, dude. Excel's been busy. Everybody. Game news. This is the best shit ever I've ever heard. In 3 months.
He's got some gay news for us. What's up?
Okay. Gay news, bro. Gay news. In 3 months, in 6 days, World of Warcraft Classic will be live.
I'm not super excited, man. I've already played through Classic. Why would I want to play through it again? It's just a money grab.
Nostalgia.
Because
yeah, man.
For me, I didn't. And
okay, I can get that.
I'm more than happy to go back to playing because it's just paying for your subscription. So I mean,
right? If you haven't
the gold, I can farm the gold on normal live easy.
Yeah.
And then pay for my subscription that way if I need to do that.
If you haven't played through vanilla content, I suggest going and playing through vanilla content because it's great. It's great, especially with all the classic stuff coming back, and they're taking out all the bullshit. So yeah. It'd be nice for if you want to go back. I'm not going to do it because I've already done it.
Isn't it just it's another version of the game? They're not actually reverting it, are they?
Yeah, they're reverting it.
It's a reversion all the way back to classic.
Yeah, they're going back to what 2002, right, or 2003. That's how long the game's been out.
Wait a minute. Will you the new content and stuff is going to be gone?
No, it's still going to be there. It's a whole separate thing.
Yeah, it's different servers.
They're doing their own.
That's what I thought.
Classic servers.
They want that nostalgia cash grab.
Yeah. So yeah, this is.
Well, why not? Fuck.
Yeah,
I mean,
they were shutting down all the other ones. I mean,
yeah. Here's the other way they're going to sell it. Right, they're going to use it to try to attract new players that feel intimidated, even though you can just buy a new account and every time an expansion comes out, you just get a character that's at the level for the expansion and you play through it. They're gonna roll it out in a way. They're not gonna make it as hard, I guarantee it. What they're gonna do is they're gonna make it eventually catch up to where the actual game is now.
Oh, they do that. That's gonna fuck it up, bro.
Yeah, you'll see. Right now, there are already people reporting bugs.
But the bugs are just
and beta classic. It's legitly the game how it's supposed to be. They're so fucking retarded and stupid. It's they're giving keys to people that didn't actually fucking want to play fucking classic, and that's the stupid part. Yeah, I didn't get my key, and I'm pissed because I opted in a long time ago for that, and it's like
I was a little kid and beta tested original WoW. I'm not even gonna lie. You should have thrown me in the beta test. I'd have just been like, "Look here, what's up? This is all normal shit."
I was in the beta test. So for a while when the beta test was out, I remember this because I was at my friend Rob Iron's house. He had a beta account, and what we were doing is we were playing all night and all day by giving the account out to different people. Mm-hmm. The reason is they don't do this in betas anymore. But they said the person on each server that has the is first to max level or whatever gets to keep their account.
Yeah.
So we did that just so that he could start out with a max level character. And then I ended up not playing again for a while because even though so I get on that server, he's got a max level character, he starts another one. They eventually are just like, oh, I think we should go to this other server. So I level up again. And they're like, we want to go on this server now. We decided we want to do PvP. And I was just like, yo, I'm done. I'm done with this.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I wouldn't have dealt with that either, dude. That's stupid. That's what my friends were doing to me, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm staying here, and y'all can get fucked.
I played WoW almost completely solo.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Very little raid content.
Yeah, it was the first MMO that you could actually do that for the most part.
Yes,
I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun just tooling around, doing my own thing, completing like every fucking quest in the game, basically.
They better have brought back Linkle's Quest.
I completed Insane in the Membrane.
Nice.
Motherfuck, dude.
I spent a lot of time playing it solo.
You guys remember Linkle's Quest?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. They took it out.
I was and am still Horde, but I remember that.
Fuck yeah. I'm Horde all the way, man. Like if I go back and play, I'm Horde. I've always been Horde. So
I wanted to do Alliance just for the Linkle's Quest, though.
Dude, most people in Alliance are toxic as fuck, though. But then again, like, when you switch over sides, like, most people are toxic. You know?
Yeah, it kind of evens out on both sides.
Yeah.
I never really played a Horde character, honestly.
It's fun. I like my Terran.
Totally would.
Man, yeah, I never got that feeling of animosity towards the other side in World of Warcraft. When I played Dark Age of Camelot, every server I played on, as soon as you got max level, everybody was complaining about how the people that were in the other, because it was a 3-way, right? There were 3 realms. Everybody was complaining about how people in the other realms were cheating or how it wasn't fair because this realm gets this class.
Well,
I never heard that in WoW. I think there was a point where Retribution Paladins were so super OP and people were bitching about that. That's about it.
Retribution Paladins were fucking fun. They nerfed a lot of shit. Beastmasters were fucking really good. Like way back in the day, they were fucking. If especially if you got everything just right. All your fucking gear and all your spec into everything that you needed to. Like, you could fucking be a super fucking tank and DPS at the same fucking time as a beast fucking master.
It's the cycle of every MMO, right? Like, at first it was Shadow Priest, and then they get nerfed. That's why I laugh every time, anytime I play an MMO, you go to the forums, a class is OP, the nerf guns come out, and then everybody complains. And then something else is crying. And then like everybody that's like the weakest class is like STFU, like our class is the only one that really needs help. Like you guys are broken. And then that class gets buffed, and then eventually they get buffed so many times they're OP, and then they're like, no, we're where we should be. You're just used to us being so weak. I mean, it's predictable, the cycle, and I don't blame developers. I mean, you're never going to achieve perfect balance in any game.
Well, no, there's always going to be somebody bitching and complaining about something, and a mass majority will join in behind them because they have a voice to rally behind. So that's just how that goes.
Popular
League of Legends did that, and it pissed me off.
That's why I don't play League.
You know what? League of Legends, I mean, they do it constantly, but first off, one reason I don't want to touch that game again is they made way too many characters. There's too many people that you can play or play against. It's almost like they could do, you could have your normal game, right? But then you could do competitive seasons where it's the newest heroes plus these old heroes that we're working on revamping. And so that the actual champion pool is only like 30 or 40. That's still a lot, but how many are there now, Vash? Like 100 and something? 140, 150?
About 150.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Imagine playing a game like Street Fighter and having 150 characters to choose from.
Nah, fuck no, I'm done.
I would jizz in my pants.
It's almost the same thing, though.
Well, it would be amazing, but then you'd get like characters that have the exact same fucking skill sets. Because it just happens. But you could have somebody who's tweaked to be a little bit faster, stuff like that. Yeah, but it's still, at the end of the day, you're just swapping palettes.
Yeah, we've already gotten 4 different Ryus. How bad could it honestly be?
All the Ryus.
Never ask how bad could it possibly be.
What, 4?
Oh, God.
You'll always underestimate it.
Right? So
we need 10,
so really,
I want 10.
Really, there's more, right? You have Ryu and Ken, then you have Evil Ryu. Then the rest of the Shotos, you have Goken, you have Sean, you have Sakura. Dan counts. Dan's a Shoto.
Dan.
He's terrible.
Dan
never counts for anything.
It's like he took one class and then got kicked out, and then he developed his own fighting style. It was something ridiculous like that.
He's that dropout Taekwondo instructor, that this random motherfucker who's like, and he just get way into it, but he fucking sucks. Like he's just terrible at everything he does.
Akuma's a Shoto. How can I forget about Akuma?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so Akuma at least has his own thing.
Hey,
they all kind of do. Say what? Oh, yeah. What's up, chat?
There's some people here.
We got
There's actually people watching.
Taylor Marine, Call City Outlaw. How you guys doing? Yeah, sorry, we got distracted quick. I mean, that's what happens. We have 5 people on stream. Not to mention that, but you guys didn't even want to shut up when I said I was going live. You just kept talking.
That was me. I'm sorry.
The chat.
I was quiet, bro.
Speaking
never ignore the chat.
Speaking of Shotos, man, let's have a little Ryu party here.
Shurika!
Chat is all.
Yeah,
Chat's so quiet right now.
I mean, the other thing in gaming news is the thing that I just want to talk about how I just don't care. Pro Jared. Pro Jared, what did he do? It was something stupid, like he sent lewd pictures to underage girls. It's not verified whether or not he knew they were underage. And then now there's a thing about his ex-girlfriend being like, oh, he cheated on her. And I was just like, how's that guy even getting girls? I don't understand.
Dude, he's ugly as fuck. Look at that nose.
How is it they're giving up the girls he does get?
Yeah, dude, it's clown world. I don't understand what's going on.
Yep, pretty much, man. Pretty much.
What are they putting in the soy to make women attracted to those men?
some sort of hormone, I'm sure.
They're not really attracted to those men. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, got it. But yeah, I mean that's what every gaming website, the Quartering has like a whole series of videos on him now. And I just don't really. I didn't even know who it was. I had no clue.
I knew who he was, but I didn't care.
Yeah, well, I followed Pro Jared and his career with normal boots for a very long time. I was a very big normal boots fan until they kicked JonTron out for no fucking reason. So,
yeah.
Okay.
They kicked JonTron out because he's more right-leaning. He was slightly right-leaning.
So that doesn't fucking matter.
And that made their vaginas bleed too much, and
he gave the
JonTron is awesome.
Okay hand symbol.
Right. Don't forget about that.
Oh shit!
Yeah. No, we're living in a dystopian future already.
Which, on that note, I was going to talk. I know we've been playing Diablo lately, and Monkey's like, Blizzard, take Diablo 3. Yeah, take all my money, Blizzard. You're coming out with WoW Classic. Just take it. But I'm really getting sick of them.
I'm excited.
They what was it like last week, maybe the week before? They banned the OK symbol from the audience.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't use the OK symbol anymore.
Motherfucker! Oh my god.
Yeah. No, for real.
But it was some Asian. Yeah, it was from Asia. It was some Asian dude. Like they don't they would know. Yeah, I was.
R.I.P. Cabbage Patch.
I was gonna talk about Cabby Thursday on Pinoid stream. I don't think many people here besides me. I don't know. Did you ever talk to him? Yeah, you talked to him a few times.
Few streams. He was a funny motherfucker. Fucking laughed so much, dude.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Nobody saw it coming.
He would get drunk and just go all nuts on.
Wait, what happened?
That's funny.
Cabbage Patch Dastard passed away from lung cancer.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's terrible.
Pretty funny fuck. Like I've talked to him many times.
There's some dark humor for you.
Yeah.
You guys couldn't hear it, but I played the KO.
KO.
The fuck.
Yeah, like I used to talk to him all the time.
I've only been in like 2 streams with him.
No, I had no idea.
Oh, now you know, man.
Oh, you didn't know?
It's fucking sad.
Yeah.
Like,
but yeah, it's getting harder and harder for me to justify giving money to these companies I like. They keep kowtowing to nonsense. It's just dumb.
Yeah,
it's dumb.
Yes. Actually, the tipping point for Blizzard for me was the fact that they decided to try and sell all of their fans to other, like all of the personal information of their fans to other people.
Yes,
I think
that was
some
bullshit.
fucking bullshit.
That was beyond bullshit.
Oh yeah, with the BlizzCon, where if your VIP pass comes with a thing that tracks you and gets sold to other companies.
Yep.
Yeah, and you have to have the app installed.
With that, I say Blizzard, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, dude. Like, who is informing these people? Just go make games. I know you only make one game every 5 years, but it's usually gold. Just go make some new games.
Let me say this right now. Companies stop focusing on fucking massive multiplayer or multiplayer fucking games. Go back to making single player, story driven fucking games without goddamn loot boxes. Focus on story and substance, and you'll see your sales drastically fucking improve.
They can't resist putting on a show where they charge people to advertise to them. That's like
it's fucking ridiculous.
That's like utopia for a company like that. Like, what?
The other thing is stop.
Wait. We could spend a very small amount of money and then charge people to show them our new shit. Wow.
Right.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
No. I don't even mind the whole convention thing. That I don't mind because I actually
I'm not saying you should mind. I'm just saying that's the reality of it.
Right.
I mean, you're willing to pay for it. It's fine.
Going to conventions Going to conventions is fucking awesome because you're like, you like this? Fuck yeah, I like this. You like this? Fuck yeah!
Conventions are fun.
Or they are fun, but
like the whole concept of you're like literally selling the personal information of the people that actually legitimately love your fucking shit. You're selling them.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, here's the thing. The general rule is if something's free, it really just means you're the product. With this, you pay for it and you're still the product.
Yeah. And like
miserable.
Just
miserable.
Like,
yeah.
I know eventually my information and like location and everything. Yeah, don't care. But if you're sitting there going like, yeah, you got to pay this much. Oh, really? I got to pay that much? Yeah, you got to pay this much. And then we're going to take all of your credit card information, all of the locations that you've been to,
what you purchased,
where you live,
because you have to purchase everything on the app.
Your fucking social security number, all that shit, we're gonna give it to all these other companies that you'll never know who fucking has that information.
Right.
Yeah, you can go fuck yourself, Blizzard.
We're living in the age of big data.
Yeah. Oof.
I don't know, pretty soon we'll all be plugged into the Matrix anyway, ran by a corporation.
You guys know
the Ready Player One economy, it's inevitable.
You guys want to know something that I learned that made life so much easier?
What's that?
Not giving a fuck.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Dude, I had no idea, but after watching the John LaJoy video, and he told me try not giving a fuck, man, I was like, fuck, dude, life got good.
I saved 100% on stress by switching to not giving a fuck.
Yeah,
dude, not giving a fuck has saved me a ton. Like currently, I am not giving a fuck about anything going on around me outside of this stream right now.
I am currently not giving a fuck.
And I'm currently looking at my cats getting into shit that they shouldn't be getting into, but you know what?
I'm not giving a fuck.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
It's not really like that I actually give. It's not like I'm stressing out over these things. I just don't like it.
Right. I get you. There's a lot of shit that gaming companies are doing nowadays that I fucking despise.
Like I have no problem getting on stream and bitching about it, but it's not like I'm gonna write a letter to the CEO.
Oh fuck no! That's the license I am.
Well, hopefully he'll hear the stream and he'll know what's up.
Yeah. So at my work, when you write a letter to the CEO, it just goes to the customers, like customer service, and somebody they call it. Yeah, they have a team for it, right? But they take care of it.
It's called waste management.
Basically,
they come around once a week and empty the dumpsters.
Well, like
oil machine, good team,
right?
Good
like, I talked to them, and they're like 1 out of 20 times there's actually something that we'd wrong the client for, and we do something about it to try to make it as right as possible. But most of the time, it's just people bitching, thinking that they can get directly to the CEO of any company. Sorry, that's just not how things work.
Yeah.
Have you worked in a call center before? Anybody ever done tech support?
Yeah.
Not in a big one, but I've done that kind of work.
Yeah, I've had people be like, "Well, hook me up with the developers. Let me talk to one of them." I was like, "They don't talk to client." Like I hate to tell it to you, but this is it, right? I mean, you can talk to me, you can talk to my boss, but they're not paid to take phone calls from angry customers. They're paid to develop stuff. And they have a long list of things that they're working on.
Yeah,
right?
And you don't believe me. You don't want the programmers talking to customers. No one wants that.
And trust me, like if you're not the only person complaining about this, it's gonna get heard. It's gonna get bumped up the list. But if it's just something random quality of life change that you wish would happen that nobody else says anything about, and I'm sorry.
Get fucked and eat shit, motherfucker.
Exactly, monkey.
Ting! That's basically it.
Yep, CRM file. I mean, basically it does. We always at least reach out to the person if they give us a phone number. We say, hey, we'll talk to you. But it's not a CEO. It's just it's somebody making $15 an hour talk on the phone.
It's the dude down the row away from you.
Yeah, so I mean, here's an example, right? The team would eventually come to me because I worked on a very specific product when I was doing tech support. Yeah. And I was, somebody they trusted. So occasionally the office of the CEO would just pass the case on to my team, and I would always have to be the person that called out. One person was sitting there, and he was complaining because something happened in a year, and his tax refund was delayed. And he was complaining about how he can't take his kids to Disneyland now.
That's and not your problem.
There's nothing we can do about it. I mean, you're just going to have to wait. And he was like, that's easy for you to say. You're just laying there in your chair, like, and you're with your chair leaned back. I'm just like, I just wanted to yell at him. It's like, do you think they pay me enough to even think about taking a vacation to Disney World right now?
I would do that and then get fired. Like,
yeah, no, like that was in the back of my mind.
You're amazing. I don't know how you could do it.
You learn to compartmentalize after you do it for a while.
Oh yeah, you internalize that shit real fucking quick.
You realize they're not mad at me. They're mad at the company or life. I'm just a person they can vent to.
You're the company's scapegoat, to be honest.
The only thing that I would say that tech support does that makes it better than just typical client service jobs is that most of the time you can actually help the person. Like most of the people are calling in about stupid shit because they just can't figure out how to use the program, and you can help them, and they're like, thanks, bye. Unlike other positions where if they're calling,
but they'll never write a review. They'll never fucking write a review. You gotta be like that's one of my pet peeves about it. Like you can go through all of it, you can be the best person to help them, but they'll forget about it instantly and never write that goddamn review.
Well, of course, you're just a bump in the road to them. You're just something in the way of them getting what they want, regardless of what that is.
Yeah.
So
it's something now that I dig into the numbers or whatever. It's people are. I think I even calculated this even for our job is people are about like 10 times more likely to leave negative feedback than they are to leave positive feedback.
Because you remember the negatives longer than you do the positive.
Well, yeah, like if you call in about something silly and you're just like, okay, thanks, and I'm like, hey, don't forget, fill out a survey, you'll get an email, or maybe it's after the call, and they're like, oh yeah, sure, and they just hang up and go about their day. If they're pissed off, they're like, yeah, I will fill out that survey.
Yep.
Aha! That's where I got you beat. I always go to have the surveys set to my text messages, and I have it promptly set up to where I give it all the highest ratings for the customer service.
Oh my god! Don't even get me started with the DMV. See, the problem with government agencies is they don't even have to be nice to you.
Oh, the DMV, yeah, never mind. Yeah, the DMV,
that's no reason for the DMV to even exist.
No, there's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, when you're calling Comcast and they're the only cable provider in town, right? They do the whole South Park "Rub My Nipples" thing. They're like, we're sorry.
We're sorry.
You can always go get another internet server. Oh wait, are we the only one? Oh well.
Oh,
sorry.
Rip.
Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now. Our highest internet speed that you can get is 250 kilobytes per second, and I'm like, Jesus, the fucking 90s?
Yeah, that's like, what did they call him? Like, it was like INTs. It was something.
ISDN?
Yeah, that's like ISDN line speed.
Those weren't even like, those were used, they use those in the radio a lot to like, people to like can call in. The quality of the connection is so good that it sounds like they're in the studio. That's what they used to use those for, and then they ended up being somewhat used for internet. I had one for like a year.
Yeah, well, it was the next. It was expensive for what it was, but it was better than using a 28 or 56K modem.
Yeah.
Well, we know any of our infrastructure here in the States is usually worse than any other country. Especially our internet infrastructure, it's way behind.
Yeah. Romania has better access to the internet than the United States.
It's an amazing story behind that, because the reason it's so much better is it started out with all these very small, localized, like literally ISPs that were really just meant to service one apartment building, and because the infrastructure was decentralized, it was super easy to upgrade. Unlike in the United States, where we handed out contracts to companies to run lines through certain parts of land, and it was completely centralized.
Yep.
I mean, if you go to a place with options, like, excuse me, when I lived downtown in Kansas City and Google Fiber came in, we already had, you could get AT&T or Time Warner, right? At first we had Time Warner. As soon as Google came in with all three of them, we were getting all these insane offers for cheap, affordable, super high-speed, unlimited internet.
Yeah.
And that's all it took. Is like, we're going to have to invest to even try to compete with Google Fiber.
Yep.
What's up, Jesse Wilson? How you doing? Have a wrench.
Ooh, cool. Another new person. Welcome.
Oh, no.
Wilson.
Yeah.
The only place to get like any type of fiber optic internet, like here in Texas right now, is in any major city. If you go out to anywhere beyond that, usually like it's sparse, but you could maybe find fiber internet, but mostly it's just DSL.
Yeah, it probably depends. Like if it's a small city, but it has a major company based there, you probably can get good internet. If it's a small city with no major companies, you're screwed.
Exactly. If you go to Dallas, where Bethesda is, there's fucking. There's fucking one of the Bethesda companies there, and then there's one down in Austin.
I'll be dealing with that soon. I'm moving to a small town in Northern California.
We're gonna be praying for Sunrise's internet. You better get an unlimited plan on your phone.
I'm gonna figure it out. If I have to climb a fucking pole and learn, like go and watch a YouTube video on how to tap into a fiber optic line, I will.
It's really not that hard.
All right, everybody sing.
Do what?
What?
I read sync and I was already just taking a bong hit, dude. That's what I'm here for, bro.
I mean, there's always a good chance, right? Like,
did I just see a Fortnite dance?
Yes.
It's from Mafia City or whatever.
It's a Fortnite dance with the Mafia skin.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Hey, man.
I've got all sorts of cool stuff. Didn't you see it all when the stream started up?
I saw a couple of them, but I didn't see that one.
Dude, there's
some shit kicked in by Goku.
Yeah.
So
who's ready for the advancement of fucking augmented reality?
Yeah, I was actually
dude.
I honestly don't. I don't know what you're talking about. Like where it goes. Like what are they going to use it for? What's compelling about it?
Enlighten us, Jagen.
All right, so here's the cool thing about augmented reality. If you have the overlay and stuff like the Google Glasses or whatever, which fucking failed, by the way, so that's never coming back. But if you have an apparatus like that, let's say you put it in a contact or something you can actually put directly on the eye. We have the fundamental technology to do that now. We have batteries that are created out of, like, fucking little plant cells that can run better than some lithium-ion fucking batteries right now that are being used by government fucking institutions. All right?
You know what they're called?
No, I do not. I have no idea exactly what they are called. But I know they exist because I read a fucking article. I just can't remember what they're fucking called. But it fucking intrigued me so much because we're using fucking plant cells to do this, and we could also possibly, because we're even using plant cells to, like, put on the heart to fucking use as veins that have been damaged inside of the heart. So they're using spinach and bleaching it out and then putting different types of cells inside of that and using it to put over the heart. You could literally make a quantum network out of fucking pain receptor cells so that travel information along your body. So we could grow that inside of like a kind of filament and put it inside of something and find a way to program it where you could actually have the augmented reality, the information being run through that and running into your optic nerve, where you could actually see shit going on. Now we're not exactly to that point yet, but we have the foundation to have augmented reality become a fucking daily thing. I say the next 20 years is going to be like our biggest opening for people to invest in that kind of technology. And
so I was talking to Mr. Dapperton and Tom P's server, and he was trying to sell me up on the Oculus Quest. Right?
Yeah.
It's basically the first portable VR gaming system.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's pretty cool. It's got the bot, like all the tracking or whatever. AR. Yeah, I understand that, but it can be.
It's a step in the. It can coincide with each other.
Yeah. So here was my example, and apparently
has a clear fucking viewport, or somehow has a camera. I guess it could.
Here's an example of how you could use VR headsets in an augmented reality way. And apparently places already do this, and I couldn't find any. I don't know. Maybe Dapperton didn't know what he was talking about. But imagine a facility that was set up like a laser tag field. But while you were in there, everybody was wearing these VR headsets. And you were wearing gear that sent information to the VR headset as to exactly where you were located. And it skinned everything. Like maybe it's just like foam boxes and stuff to make it so that you're not going to hurt yourself. But it skinned everything for you. So it looks like you're running around an actual battlefield.
That'd be cool.
There's actually a couple places like that are around.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is a VR headset that just has I don't know, it would be similar to what they're talking about with Google Glasses. Same kind of headset, but you put it on, and in certain areas, all it has to have is a GPS tracker on it, right? And in certain areas, there would be...
it wouldn't even have to have that. It wouldn't have to have anything. All it would have to have is a RFID chip in it, and it would just know. It could calculate everything else based on vectors and.
Oh, that's true. That's not
everything.
Yeah,
right?
So you could
know
have
where you were pointing. It would know where it would land. It could figure all. You wouldn't have to put any detectors or anything on it.
And that wouldn't be that much information, technically.
Yeah. So you could end up having all of these cities or shopping districts that don't really need a whole lot of flashy lights around in and of themselves. I mean, they'd have some, but you would look in the sky and see that floating video playing because it's really all just, part of the interface of what you're wearing.
You know how there's so many movies and TV shows and stuff that have an interface that's just floating in space?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not possible.
Yeah, I know, but it would be
just like even science. Some kind of medium to put a display on. There's just no way to do that. It looks cool, but you could do it with augmented reality.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
I think Carbon something on Netflix was a good way because they had the augmented reality lens that they put in.
Yeah.
Yes,
which was cool. I could actually see entering an amusement park where they just hand you the augmented reality glasses, and when you walk in. And
think about
you see the world that way.
Think about how that would look. The whole amusement park would just be just different shades of pastels with little.
I think that's how you would get
little symbols on them and shit for the cameras to pick up on, and it would look weird. It wouldn't look appealing at all without the fucking headset. Ostensibly, it would be something more like just a pair of glasses. Something really lightweight that you wouldn't be able to feel. Because my biggest problem with the VR is you're going to wear a fucking helmet. Or even the 3D movies. I hate wearing a big pair of fucking Elvis Costello glasses.
The helmet, man. Come on now. What's wrong with the helmet, bro?
I already wear glasses, so it's extra annoying because I have to wear glasses over my glasses.
Ugh.
And it's not even it's really that much... I don't know, man. I've seen a couple of the newer 3D movies, and it's not that great. I gotta say, I mean, it's kind of cool, but
whenever the first wave of the new 3D technology hit, I'm trying to even think. What was
it's the late 70s with the 3D glasses?
No, the newest wave.
Whenever they had the Virtual Boy.
No.
Based on the
Jesus
same
Christ!
You realize, right?
Not really. The Virtual Boy was fucking ridiculous.
It's based on the exact same principle.
It is.
It's just one is
stereoscopic image that mimics depth of field. But it's not real.
Yeah,
It's just better definition, but it's based on the same.
It's showing you two different images from each eye. Is
right? And that's what the idea behind the blue and red 3D. It just didn't really work that well.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Yeah. It made me sick. I don't know why.
Yeah, I remember there were some Super Nintendo games that did that. The Virtual Boy.
Oh yeah.
The Virtual
3D
Boy
World Runner.
The Virtual Boy did the same thing, except because it could just send two. It just had two different screens. So.
Virtual Boy was like
ugly. It had that really slow refresh rate. It was like all wireframe.
Yeah, yes. It was awful. It was a garbage system.
Flickery wireframe.
You couldn't play it for more than 15 minutes without burning your retinas. It was an awful product.
It was bad.
Bad time. Said hi to Patrice. What's up, Patrice? I hope you're doing well.
Hey, Patrice.
Did you figure out how to sneak snack food into your room yet? I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
I think augmented reality is going to be where we should place everything into for the future of technology.
We already have some augmented reality stuff. You know, we got video. There's phone games that have it.
Yeah, Minecraft has it now.
They call it augmented reality, but it's not. It's. I mean, I guess it is, but all it is a GPS overlay.
Right.
That's it.
But once you get to a point where like there's this network within a network, then augmented reality will become a true realization. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the closest thing to phone augmented reality that I've seen that was actually kind of cool is there's these puzzles you can get, and if you install the app and pick the puzzle, and it tracks the pieces, and so when you hover over the phone over the puzzle pieces, it's a 3D live puzzle, and it's something it's cool for kids.
Huh. Yeah. Do you guys remember Captain Power?
I do.
Yes.
I remember having all the action figures.
That was like it must have been late 80s, right? And it was an attempt at some kind of. It wasn't really augmented reality by any means, but it was the first real thing where you could interact with the TV. I think it was before the Nintendo Light Gun, which I'm pretty sure was essentially the same idea.
Yes.
But yeah, that was I had that. I remember being a big fan of that, and slowly figuring out how it worked with the flashing lights, and eventually you could fuck with it with a flashlight, and you could make it go off with a flashlight.
You also had those cartoons. They would periodically have like 3D episodes, and they would advertise it. And it was always in partnership with a fast food restaurant where it's go get your Happy Meal to get your glasses.
Oh my god. I've forgotten so much of my childhood, man.
Sonic did a lot of that shit. Here in Texas. Yeah. Sonic did a lot of that shit. McDonald's too.
Right. I remember being into Darkwing Duck, and you had to go to Pizza.
Yeah, bro.
You had to go to Pizza Hut to get your official Darkwing Duck Duck Club membership card or something like that, making you an honorary superhero or a member of his team, something like that. And I was like probably 7 or something. I just remember being super stoked about that. That's when you actually went to Pizza Hut to eat.
Right, when they were actually restaurants instead of just a pizza place.
Remember when Chuck E. Cheese was good?
Yeah.
I don't think Chuck E. Cheese was ever good. I just remember
I don't think it was. I think we were just short.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I remember that striking me really hard when I walked into a Chuck E. Cheese, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago as an adult. I mean, like, what the fuck? Why did I like this place? This is terrible.
Yeah.
It was newer, though, back in the day, so I mean, they don't really update like they used to.
You're also correct about how being short makes things like that so much more impressive.
Right?
It really does.
Remember how the edge of the earth used to be, like, the next block over?
Yes.
I think that they should make like a Chuck E. Cheese, but for adults. Like have the whole.
They have that.
Yeah, they're called barcades.
well, yeah.
No, I'm meaning like go.
I would cross the street before going into a place like that.
Wait,
drunk dumbass
wait, yeah, hold on. The barcade with the ball pit. I'm down.
Fights must break out.
They have one here in Texas.
Fucking love you, Tom. You're fucking.
You must have to have bouncers like every 10 feet in that place.
You actually do.
Imagine drunk adults playing Street Fighter and not descending into actual violence. I mean,
no, that shit gets real, man. Like people get real mad over some video games when you're drunk as fuck.
Stop spamming, you bastard!
Sounds like it'd be fun to watch on TV, but I would never go into a place like that.
It's like fucking. I forget what the place is called. It's B&B's or something like that.
The barcades around here are. I mean, I guess. Well, you've always had Dave and Buster's, right? But
yeah, Dave and Buster's.
But the barcades around here are mostly filled with hipsters that don't really care about the video games that much. And they're always stupidly busy on the weekends, and there's no chance you'll actually get a chance to play games. The only time I go there is occasionally. I'll just ask some people after work if they want to run down there when it's not busy, because I actually want to play the video games. I could even go there and not drink. I have gone there and not drink. I just walk in, I get tokens, and I play some retro games. I beat Area 51 a couple times.
Got some drama going down in the chat.
I need to go down. I need to go to the arcade.
Damn, Pinoid's
Wild Gorilla broke free. Is wreaking havoc in the chat.
Pinoid's really mad at Sparky's Tech Corner, and I have no idea what happened.
Some shit happened.
I suppose it's not video game related, but I have no problem with you hopping in real quick and explaining what the fuck's going on with that. I've been telling you though, dude.
Stream blocked me from Google.
He called Pinoid a troll. Pinoid is Pinoid. Pinoid ain't a troll. Pinoid is fucking Pinoid. Get over it, people. Jesus.
Oh, maybe you'll get a Twitter ban. That's a badge of honor. You did?
Yeah, he's
banned from Twitter.
Are you fucking serious? What a fucking pussy bitch.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. I want to get banned. I tried. I went to a bunch of blue checkmark journos and said, well, it kind of sucks that you're going to go out of business soon, but maybe you should learn to code. I hear it's a very legal business. I tried so hard to get banned. I tried so hard to get banned for that, and I've not been able to do it.
Only in Clown World can helpful suggestions be considered an insult.
Right. Call people a faggot all day. They're proud of that. Give them a fucking piece of advice.
Yeah, I mean, here's the strategy. Basically, all you have to do is find one post on 4chan where we're criticizing journalists and saying that, and then it becomes a white supremacist meme, and then nobody can use it unless you're a white supremacist. In fact, if you do it and you didn't know, it magically turns you into a white supremacist until you go through the ritual shaming to undo the voodoo that turned you into a white supremacist.
I went up against fucking Renfamous, and for some reason, all she did was block me.
Oof.
Like you brigade and fucking take people down on Twitter. What the fuck?
Good. That's what the block button's for. That's fantastic. If you want your experience, if you want your experience on Twitter to not have certain types of people on it, block them.
Yes.
You don't have to get them banned.
No.
But Pinoid had the idea.
Motherfuckers.
Pinoid had the idea of like you create like a Twitter jail, right? Where there's like a whole separate Twitter, and you get put in there for misbehaving.
That'd be fun as fuck.
You
can be with all the cool people.
then you're just, that's what I'm saying.
It's not a terrible idea.
Where the fuck would Steve Shives be, though?
He wouldn't be anywhere. He'd be in his own little corner.
He wouldn't know what to do. Yeah.
See, the great part about that is whenever they slip up, right? Because you know they fight with each other sometimes.
So
when they slip up, they'll
yo, this baby back bitch ass nigga home. I swear to God, this fucking Norman Bates looking incel, inbred, cornball dog fucking motherfucker. This fucking Kermit the Frog face son of a bitch, sounding like Oscar the Grouch and looking like the Jolly Green Giant if he fucked his sister. You this dirty, nasty, ugly, fucking autistic motherfucker who's still drinking his mama's titties milk, banned me on fucking Twitter. Like, yo, he fucking recorded my goddamn shit because he posted the motherfucking Joan up. Like, yo, you fucking, he posted it up. He said, oh, now you're trying to deplatform me? We'll see. And boom, my shit gets motherfucking hit. All of a sudden, I'm banned on goddamn Twitter. This bitch-ass motherfucker, I had a 7-day fucking ban on Twitter. I can't fucking use that shit to shill my shit out now. I'm going to have to use Glass Joe. On top of that, this nigga done kicked me out of a stream twice last night, 3 times really, because he blocked me on Google, so I can't even fucking get into a Google Hangout when I'm fucking trying to hang out in a late night tip. And this fucking Kermit face motherfucker's there. I swear to Christ, home, like real shit. Like somebody needs to tell this nigga is down the street and not across the fucking road. This fucking bitch.
Well, basically, you're having what I had with Madlib.
Fatality.
What'd you have with Madlib?
Oh, he kicked me off of a stream going, you remember that stream.
Oh, yeah, no. It wasn't his stream. It was somebody else's fucking stream.
What the fuck?
Wow. So what happened?
Wait, so there's a way you can
report people. It was the Sarah Hatcher B. Sanders joint.
I'm confused. I'm lost.
Yeah, now I'm confused.
What are we talking about? We're talking about 2 different streams.
We're talking about Google Hangouts.
Yeah, yeah. Whose stream were you on?
We're talking about your beef with Sparky. So, yeah, what's going on?
We was on Doc Griffin's stream last night.
And so he was able to kick you out?
Twice.
How?
He must be a manager or whatever.
Nah, because, like, yo, anybody can do it if you don't set up the fucking permissions.
Oh, so Doc just needs to fix that.
Yeah, he did fix it, but it doesn't matter. And I mean, because like real shit, like fucking. So then he unblocked me on Twitter, which I proceeded to call him all types of baby back bitches and shit.
So,
and I told him that he fucks his dog and his mom.
What's the beef between you and Sparky though?
Yo, well, just in general, first off, the nigga made a video about me and I didn't go after him. So like, it just pent up aggression from that just to begin with. And then like he blocked me on fucking Twitter, so I just give him shit about it a little bit, rib him. And then he fucking last night I came in there, I tried to go in and I had to use my Teddy Spaghetti account, right? because this bitch ass nigga fucking like, yo, he had me blocked on fucking Google. So like fucking he couldn't, I couldn't even get on the stream because he was in it.
So is that how that works? If he's in a stream, you can't join because he has you blocked.
Yep.
That's a weird feature of Google Hangouts.
No, it's just like this general dislike, or I mean, I don't get it. I don't get why.
Yeah, what'd you say to him when you joined the stream? Did you piss him off so bad?
Yeah,
because now I'm curious, bro. Which probably wasn't much of anything.
I called him a baby back bitch.
And that was it.
Yeah, for the most, like again, like he's a girl. I'm not playing. Like a nigga is literally a fucking 3-year-old girl.
Well, you are talking about female tactics, so
these are female tactics. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, he's a girl. And then I told him he didn't fucking report my tweet until I said he should leave the internet. And he was like, "Oh, now you want me deplatformed?" I'm like, "No, you're just a baby back bitch."
It was a suggestion.
Yeah. Like if you can't handle the internet, you shouldn't be on it.
Exactly. I mean, that's what people don't understand, man. They just think, yeah, never mind. It's dumb.
What do you think? This is a job, nigga? Do you think like this is work? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, isn't that the problem of what like we're bitching about? Is like
hey man, you gotta
all these so-called game journalists that never played a video game in their life. They don't understand.
He's Antoine's bottom bitch. You know, he's got the sandpaper knee pads. You know.
Yes. You know, I mean, that's just like Antoine. Antoine did a whole stream about me and wouldn't let me on because he said I made the females on the stream uncomfortable.
I remember that. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Uncomfortable. What are you gonna do? Yeah. Are you gonna rape them with your words? I mean, I know that you could just look at a bitch and get them pregnant, but I don't think you can do it through I don't think your sperm can travel through the fiber optic lines.
I don't know, man. You'd be surprised, dude. You'd be surprised.
They don't know how shit works. All right, they didn't really actually get educated in school. They were busy learning how to be woke.
They don't even know what real sex is. They were told it was something else.
It's not even a video that you can really respond to. It's just a stream where they just bullshit about it.
Yeah, I mean, you could respond to it, but it's not worth your time. Don't even make the video.
No, I'm not making. I was debating on making one about Sparky just because. Like everybody's like, oh, Tom, man, he gets mad with the SJW. No, nigga. Like, yo, I get unbelievable.
No, Tom. If you make one, you gotta do it. You gotta do it retarded as shit. If you're gonna do it,
absolutely.
Do it.
Do like a 3-minute like little thing where it's just kind of just.
Hold on. Do a generic one about being bitch made and never mention his name.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah. Don't because if you mention his name, you give him what he wants, right? He had a pent up aggression, right? You never made a response video to him. You didn't give him any attention, so still don't. But make a generic one where it's obvious that you're calling him bitch made, but you never mention him by name.
I know how to do it if I'm gonna do it, but it's just I'm so fucking aggravated about the fact that niggas let other niggas act like this. That's really where I get that. That's what I'm pissed off about. It's not so much that I'm mad about him. I'm upset niggas let him act like this and just accept it like it's real, that's the way people are supposed to act.
Letting bitches be bitches. Let's not do that, people.
Yeah, but what can you do about it though? I mean, it's not like you can
call them out on being bitch made.
I mean, yeah, that's all you can do. It's not like you can't really not let them. Just call them out and hope they don't do it. But
no, you gotta say shit to a motherfucker when he acts like a girl. You can't just be like, oh well, Sparky, man, he's an inbred retard, so we're just gonna let him get away with bullshit. No, nigga, that's you know what I mean? Fucking letting Jacob, we called out Jacob Novel when he fucking swears out.
He's a sad guy, and he was picked on as a kid, so now he's got to be the tough guy.
See, have you seen the movie The Accountant?
Internet
right? No. Whenever you're autistic, whenever you don't feed into your child's autism, they grow up and they become badass. That's what that movie teaches you.
That makes sense.
I mean, I was just slinging insults at this nigga going hard, right? That's just because that's what I do. You know what I mean? I'm just just going in, doing what the fuck I do, enjoying myself, having fun. And instead of fighting like a man or talking shit, you know what I mean? Instead of turning into a dumpster fire and enjoying himself, he turned into a baby back bitch and booted me out of the motherfucking Google Hangouts after he left. He wasn't even there.
Oof.
He booted me from the cheap seat.
Oh my God, Sparky, don't be a Brian Mullins the Fox. I've already done 2 videos on that.
No, you know what he's being? Real shit. He's being a fucking he's being a fucking flying squirrel. No, I'm saying he's being a Sarah Hatcherby Sanders.
Oh.
No, dude, he's being a Tonka.
No, this is Sarah Hatcherby Sanders. Fucking, this is what she does. What she did before she died and got ran over by that fucking car and shit. You know what I mean? And then the squirrels had to trade all their acorns in order to pay for her funeral.
God damn it!
Oh no, that's even I'm just that's low, Pino. It's low.
Yo, you have not heard me on stream like one of this bitch. I go hard to paint.
I've been going to hell since about 1995. So.
Yeah, right.
I'll laugh at anything.
When the internet was invented, my soul was given.
Yeah, look, seriously, do you understand?
I mean, when she died,
so when she died, many jean jacket wearers went out of business. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
She was the only people keeping 1984 fucking Trans Am Matchbox cars in business, and she had something to ride around it. Nigga, yo. this bitch had the I fuck black dude's haircut starter kit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was a flying squirrel. You know, y'all know if you ever saw her, she had like a fucking chipmunk face, and then she had like the fucking lap band surgery where like they took a bread tie and tied off her stomach so she could only eat so many acorns a day. You know what I mean? And I mean, then she had all those extra skin flaps so she could jump out of a tree and just float down to the ground. Like some type of like fucking flying squirrel, Mary Poppins, fucking, and I mean parachute person.
So she was the superhero squirrel girl. That's a real thing, by the way.
And I mean, and then like fucking Willie Stencheville, like the night we found out she died, I went on stream, started like making fun of her like this, right? Willie Stencheville hit me up. He's like, man, you have to do this right now, man. She just died, dude. We just found out. You can't, like, let her rest in peace for a day. Like, no, nigga. And then I told everybody else. I said, Willie just messaged me and asked me to stop. Like, yo, nigga, just because you're mad that she's the only person who would ever masturbate with you on fucking line. And I mean, don't be fucking calling me up asking me to motherfucking help you out. Fuck you. I'm out here to get a goddamn laugh and be entertaining, nigga. Like, yo, I don't give a fuck about your bitch. You know what I mean? Fuck's sake.
The only thing I gotta say is the fact that her obituary was like, her obituary said that she was going to go to Australia to be with her love, her true love, and I'm like, which one? Like,
okay,
it was one of those flying bats that fucking them devil bat fox things that they have over there.
No, she had one she had like a new one every week. It was like fucking X-Files, man.
What's Australia? Are you talking about Not America with spiders?
and kangaroo, bro.
Oh shit!
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, and like niggas, like, man, listen, like, yo, I can't stand the fact that like people with like 100 sub channels, like they can just like fucking stand here and do whatever the fuck they want, you know, because people feel bad for them. Like, nigga, no.
Right.
Get out of here with that bullshit, bro. Like, I will show respect to motherfuckers and be nice. You know what I mean? And help motherfuckers out as much as absolutely possible. But, like, nigga, do not test me the fuck out because you will catch it the whole way.
There is certainly something to be said about, you know, somebody that was just generally disliked. They're passing away, and you're like, you know, it's not like you're talking to their sister or their kids or their family or anything like that. And you know, it's then just getting on and pretending that, oh well, she passed away, so we'll be nice about it. I just kept it short, but yeah, I mean, I don't think you owe her any extra respect just because she's dead.
Right.
Yeah, she pretended she learned as a white supremacist right before she died.
Yeah, dying is not a virtue. It's just a thing that happens. It doesn't change anything that you did in your life. In fact,
we don't live in the age of martyrs, people.
Yeah, it makes sure that nothing will change. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if Sparky died tomorrow, the world would be a better place. That's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Or if like fucking Hillary Clinton died tomorrow, the world would be a better fucking place. Like, nigga, some people, you know what I mean? Like, the world is just better off without them.
I disagree. I disagree with Hillary about the Hillary Clinton statement. You
know what I mean? Who fucking larped as a white supremacist and hung out with fucking Scooby. The world might be better without that fucking bitch, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ.
Did you also get rejected by Scooby?
Yeah.
Eventually. Right. I don't know. Some gay ops happened and there was a falling out. All I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all just gay ops and retarded nonsense. Like the whole, like, Jesus Christ, it's fucking like dumbass nonsense. High school fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Just because I act like a fucking retarded high schooler doesn't mean that like somebody else has to act like a fucking hall monitor. No. You know what I mean? I didn't like the hall monitor in school, and I don't like them niggas now.
Yeah. Fagging. Can't stand it.
Dude, gay.
Anyway, Pinoid suggested we talk about the PlayStation 5, and I don't really have much to say other than really it's not coming out this year, but I was reading about it, and all it is okay, here's what consoles are now.
It's one number better than the PlayStation 4?
Yeah, custom PCs. Yeah, it's just a PC upgrade. That's it. That's all it is.
Yeah. No, that's
it's just PC.
Yeah. They're putting a solid around. They're putting a solid state drive in it. They're putting a ray trace video card in it. It's going to be able to play PlayStation 4 games. You know why it's going to be able to play PlayStation 4 games? Because it's PC architecture. It's the same shit.
So it should be against the law to not make it backwards compatible?
I agree with that.
I didn't even know you were streaming. My bad.
But that's pretty fucked up.
I think backward compatibility should have been a feature for fucking ever and a day, but that's beside the point. Now,
well, no. See, here's the problem: the PlayStation 3, like a lot of the games were developed to utilize. I mean, the coding for it was really difficult, which is why it started out so slow, because it had its own special processor. Right. But these don't. They're just computers. That's it. That's all there is. It's a processor, RAM, and a fucking video card.
When you look at the money they threw into some of the fucking projects to make like the hardware and software, because all of it was custom for the old consoles. You know?
Well, and that's what made consoles is that they were all custom hardware. They were different from computers. Now they're not.
Well, it's just easier computers. Now to fucking, slap everything together from a fucking... Go to Fry's, let's make a PS5.
They're computers that they can sell for a loss because exclusive game titles that are going to be released on them. That's it.
I hate that shit.
Which is bullshit. Which is stop.
It's garbage.
I got a question. Then does that mean like you'll be able to play Xbox titles on motherfucking the PlayStation 5?
No. I mean, okay, what it means is that if a company makes a game for both systems, they're just going to have to change some sort of proprietary code on the disc, but most of the code, most of it's going to stay the same. Like, porting games over from one system to another and then eventually porting it to PC is incredibly simple now because they're all just PCs.
Right.
The games, the only bonus is the games can actually be developed to take full advantage of the hardware instead of just, with our PCs. Yeah. We brute force it and then you get a whole bunch of graphics options, right, to optimize the gameplay. So you get to choose what it looks like.
I mean, so what
consoles, they take that away. They pre-optimize it for you.
Do you think consoles are going to go the way of the dinosaur then? They'll just basically...
No. Imagine that they... Yeah, probably not. For some reason, they're really popular, and I don't understand why.
It'll be the day that a powerful gaming computer can be mass produced and sold for $400. That's what would have to kill it.
Yeah,
right. It would have to be an actual computer though that does all the things a computer does, and has all the hardware to run all the top games.
Yep. Which may happen.
Yeah, it could. It could, but it's because you have to mass produce it. Like you might have a chance of getting the price down versus putting computer parts together.
Billions of units. Because if there's no consoles left and it's all the same thing, there's.
Yeah, I mean, there's also stuff like I don't know, the Nintendo Switch. It's gimmicky. So Nintendo Switch. It's a tablet for video games, right?
Yes.
The Oculus
it's
Quest.
Really easy to put it on a bigger TV and
it's a portable laptop that has a VR display. That's what the Oculus Quest is. That's what all these things are.
It's a fucking Android phone.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but you can hook it up to a regular TV, and it's just like any console, and it's portable. It's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
It's an Android phone with Android.
So it sounds like it's
but nonetheless,
it's a fully full-fledged fucking console, man.
Yeah, nonetheless, all these things you could accomplish with you could have a tablet with the same hardware and run all the same games and have it work almost exactly the same way. I mean, the motion controls, maybe that's a little harder to pull off. But the only thing that keeps them going is that they're proprietary.
Nintendo makes some of the fucking all the consoles. The actual build quality is really high.
Yeah,
Nintendo they have to be durable.
Always rule the portable game.
Really
look at the GameCube, best console ever.
Oh, dude, yeah, I didn't know why not, dude.
Get the fuck out of here, game.
No, dude,
bullshit. I could throw that bitch out of a 2-story fucking window.
I have.
They don't necessarily make the most powerful consoles, but I think
That thing was solid as a fucking. That thing was built solid. I fucked mine up. I got sued. I mean, I was an angry teen, and I bought it with my money, so I was like, fucking, I'm gonna break this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck no, man. I mean, you could sit there and pick it up, and shit would sit there and rattle inside. You put a game in, it would turn on and play. Nothing was wrong with it.
We've given credit to Nintendo for this before, but they understand that making video games is not about having the best graphics; it's about having them be fun.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Pokemon.
That's the other thing about Nintendo is they're not afraid to do weird shit. They're not afraid to experiment and take risks.
Exactly.
That's always been Nintendo, like bringing up the Virtual Boy, fucking Nintendo Wii, like all of their shit.
What Sony and Microsoft need to remember is, thanks to partially and due to Nintendo, they can even exist as they are, because without Nintendo there would be no video games.
Sony hasn't changed their fucking pace in like 15 years.
Well, they're about to go downhill, so.
Why you say that?
Just shit they're doing in the background. They're about to fuck up their entire gaming sector.
For
explain
big business.
All right, so I was watching something. They're about to fucking basically like cut their fucking all their gaming shit way down, which is what gave them the ability to do all the fucking videos and movies and shit, because their gaming sector is what's holding them up. The PlayStation was holding them up for so fucking long, but now they're gonna start cutting fucking corners and fucking firing people, and a whole bunch of other shit's gonna happen. And I saw this on some gaming network. I can't remember what it fucking was, but I'll fucking look it up tonight and I'll send it to you guys. But this shit's happening. PlayStation's about to go. They're about to fuck themselves royally.
That sounds like the dumbest fucking thing ever, unless they really feel that there's an upcoming video game crash.
Well, it more has to do with them censoring them. They have to censor their games now because of moving. One of their fucking major studios is now over here in America, and they have to pander to the fucking social justice bullshit. So that's really fucking up their fucking gaming sector, especially in Japan, which is their major fucking market. So yeah,
because Japan they're not into our social justice nonsense.
Exactly. So they're gonna have to start firing people.
Give you fucky about you SJW, you stupid fucking America. You like big titty.
Lewd and violent images has just never been a problem for people in Japan.
No, fuck no. Look at history.
Like, we're not gonna censor shit.
Well, I'd like to push back against your mentality that it was the video games that, allowed them to do, the movies and shit. Like Sony fucking had a whole lot of hardware all over the fucking place, and it still does.
Yeah, true. That's true. But right now, what's holding them up is their gaming sector.
No, their hardware and manufacturing holds them together. The gaming sector loses money.
Welcome. There, we have Mecha Tom Pinoid.
He's probably driving.
Maybe Mecha Tom Pinoid and Mecha Vash can duke it out.
Fusion. Ha!
Yeah, they still make a lot of shit, man.
I know they do.
Radios and shit.
But what's really holding up their company right now is their video game sector. It really is. Just
not with the R&D, really? With the amount of R&D that goes into that shit, because I know they lose money on every PlayStation they sell for the first year and a half it's out.
That's true, but they also lose money on a lot of other shit they do. They gain more money from their video game sector right now because of Japan than they do anything else. That's what's holding them together. That's what's been holding them together for the last 10 years. Just statistic-wise.
All right, man. I don't
know if that's true. Like, I'd have to do some research on that.
No, hold on. I got their FY17 earnings, right? So
no shit.
At the top of the list is Game and Network Services.
Yep.
At 1.9 billion. Funny enough, the number 2 is Financial Services. I don't know what they do with that. And that's at 1.2 billion, and then they're third at 1.2 billion as well. Home Entertainment and Sound, which I don't think anybody's surprised about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, so like, what would because the services? I know a lot of the services too, as well as like in-game purchases and shit of this nature. It's not even like consoles and fucking.
Well, yeah. So when they say games,
microtransactions.
when they say games, when they say games and network services, they're referring to like the PlayStation View, your PlayStation Plus subscription, all of those things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are giant money revenue fucking generating things.
They really are. Ridiculously.
Well, because basically every PlayStation console on the market, there's a PlayStation Plus subscription attached to it.
Usually.
Yeah. I mean, and it don't cost them shit to do that.
Well, hell yeah, dude! I just got freaking what's that game? Freaking For Honor last month or the month before. For free. I've never played it. I'm probably not gonna play it, but
it's all right.
It was the coolest game ever for like 2 seconds. Just kind of like Apex Legends.
Yeah, I mean the PlayStation Plus subscription service. It's a good idea.
I paid. Well, I have it to play online.
Yeah, that pissed a lot of people off, but I think a lot of people saw. The only thing I was afraid of is that they weren't going to. They weren't going to continue releasing AAA titles as the life cycle of games started petering out.
Ooh.
Right? Like, I don't need to go buy a used game because by the time I want to play it, it's probably going to come out on PlayStation Plus.
PlayStation Plus is a thing where you basically let you play with other people Live.
Yeah, it's the same with Xbox Live. You pay them.
Well, one of the things that I don't like about the new things is
your subscription.
In the PlayStation 2, you could put in a fucking disc, boom, you're fucking playing it.
Yeah.
Right? PlayStation 4, I fucking hate the fact that I put in a disc, I have to download 21 gigs of the disc in order to fucking play the game. But not only that, if I take the disc out, it's already got 21 fucking gigabytes downloaded onto my hard drive. But I still can't fucking play the game.
Yep. You have to have that fucking disc, which is stupid as shit.
Fuck
basically, the whole.
I'd rather not. I love being able to download games.
The whole point of it, like when you have the disc and you're downloading it to the thing,
yes, and you have better internet than poor Vash, bro.
It makes it run better.
Yeah, for Vash to play a PlayStation game, he has to after he purchases it, he has to put it in and then go to sleep, and then it's ready to play in the morning.
Oof. That sucks.
Actually, it only takes about an hour and a half.
Well, that's not too bad then.
Only takes about an hour and a half.
Unbelievably fucking long amount of fucking time.
Yes, it is.
What I do is I just watch a movie and then
I'm older than all you guys. You guys do not know.
Yeah, it would be nice if there would be a push. The thing is too many consumers don't care, but it would be nice if there was a push where if you go buy the disc, when you get home, it just works.
DRM pre.
Yeah. Yeah, if I want to buy the fucking disc, and if I want to play the game, I should be able to fucking put that disc in and play, or at least be like on the PlayStation 2 where you prayed. You fucking prayed to the gaming gods that you saw that fucking PlayStation logo. Fucking take it out.
I've had this disc for 5 years. It's all scratched up. Let's see if we can play it.
And then you're like halfway through the game, and then all of a sudden it just turns fucking green.
And then you freak the fuck out, throw your controller at the wall.
You guys
I got a real fucking professional
I was like, no.
disc resurfacer.
Disc resurfacers. If you want to invest in something and you still have disc around the house, invest in a resurfacer. They're nice.
They're not cheap, but they do.
Yeah. They'll last a long time if you can keep them up and manage them.
Also, everybody's interested. Doom, the game Doom is actually like $20 at Walmart.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Just get it.
Okay.
That's what I paid for the complete anthology for Elder Scrolls.
Don't buy shit. The Steam summer sale's coming up. You got a month. Wait.
Y'all have fun buying shit. I'm broke as fuck.
I'm not buying no fucking games like yo. Fuck that.
Maybe if something gets down to $1.99, man, I'll just gift it to everybody.
Yo, man. Dude, I'm gonna have to make a video tomorrow when I get back. I'll probably wait till I wake up, but fucking, I was watching Tucker Carlson tonight, and they were talking about fucking this generation of kids. Apparently, like, at this point, in the United States, 47% of Americans think socialism's a good idea. What? And the dude was just straight black pilled. Like, just, it was the most depressing thing I've ever seen in my life. Because, like, he's like, there's no hope anywhere. The Democrats are fucking socialists, and the Republicans, they're trying to import fucking immigrants to fuck everybody over, making everything fucking worse. And they're like, he's like, there's no hope. You know what I mean? You might as well move, like, to Antarctica.
Fuck out of the city.
Fucking man.
But like, but they were like this whole group of kids from 2007 to 2000 to now, basically, like, they never got married. All they did was sit around and play video games. There we go. That's how we tied it in. Yeah, that's how I was gonna tie it in. Yeah, like, it was the most black-pilled shit ever. I'm gonna have to grab it.
All we did was sit around with video games, but at the same time, the video games players, the gaming community is responsible for a whole bunch of right-wing populist racism, sexism, homophobia, xenophobia. What are the other words? The word salad.
When a massive amount of the gaming community are a bunch of gay guys. I mean, it's not even a lie.
I mean, literally, the gaming community is responsible for furries. So thank you, and I mean, it's
well, that's not true.
Not our proudest moment.
But it has facilitated it.
Disney. That's Disney.
It facilitated it. It didn't create it.
That's probably more fair.
That's Disney. Disney's responsible for fucking furries.
Disney's
no, it's y'all. I'm blaming the gamers.
I thought it was
one for the internet.
I'm a gamer, and I don't like fucking furries. So how do you explain that one?
Well, you're also the stoned mookie. So fuck you. You're already a goddamn furry, partly to begin with.
Well, I'm a gay furry.
That's the gorilla. Exactly.
We're both motherfucking goddamn simians, brother. My simian brother. That's what I'm trying to say.
The difference is Tom Penoid is actually a gorilla. He's not dressing up as one.
No, he's a real gorilla.
He's not lying.
He's out there manhandling motherfuckers and throwing barrels.
Yo, they gave me a human test one time, right? They were checking to see if I was human. And when they got done with the test, they determined I was a gorilla. So, you explain that.
I got human on my human test.
So is Sunrise really just a big giant flaming skull then?
Yes. And I'm a pretty anime boy, not a fat fuck who sits in front of his computer all day.
Hell yeah.
Well, when they had the human test during PE, that was such an awkward time in school.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet Excel then.
All right, everybody, time for your human test. I hope you're all human.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get.
What the fuck?
Sunrise used to be human.
Well, I still am technically. It's just I just don't have any more skin or muscles.
He's just a Ghost Rider.
No, I'm just a skeleton. So, but I haven't died, so I guess I'm still human.
It's Sunrise is the result of.
Give me
I'm not undead.
That's not what they meant, bro.
I'm not undead. I just haven't died yet.
Yeah. Sunrise is the result of what happens whenever your wish is granted for immortality. But you also
maybe it was. I have no memory.
You also forget to ask for eternal youth.
Right? Yeah. I think memory has a limited capacity. So.
Just a walking skill.
Sunrise is what happens when you inject too many marijuanas.
Maybe that's it.
Directly into the bloodstream.
I'm really, really, really old. I just age really slowly.
I mean, look at his eyes; they're red. He's got those beady red eyes and that huge grin.
You know those anti-drug deals on Truth. All Sunrise did was just look at meth and boom.
Fucking bullshit propaganda paid for by the taxpayers. Yeah.
It's like right now you're still made out of bone, but eventually you're going to be fossilized.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's definitely magic. It's got to be holding me together. So maybe I'm not completely human anymore.
Like I said, a Ghost Rider. He's a Ghost Rider.
Well, anyway, guys, it's been an hour and a half, and I think we covered all our subjects. Tom Pinoid came in and dropped some bombs on aircraft, or not aircraft, Sparky. Sorry, Sparky's Tech Corner.
What was that again?
I don't know. Anybody got any parting words before I shut this down and we potentially go play Diablo 3?
Bitches get stitches
and
end up in ditches.
Diablo 3 because that's just what always seems to happen.
Yeah.
You should definitely be subscribed to Tom Pinoy's channel because if you're not, what the fuck are you doing?
Exactly.
Go check out Ghost City for episode 16, which dropped on Saturday. Dope as shit. I've watched it 10 times already. All hail Blue Whale. I'm done.
And don't forget the Blunt stream's on tonight in about 30 minutes, so we'll probably be sniping that while I play Diablo.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Ooh, new Overwatch event dropped today.
I don't know. I don't care about Overwatch right now.
Yeah, tempting, but I've got
we got Diablo fever.
We got work to do.
I have epic loots to get.
We have responsibilities. We got gems to level and fucking.
We're us as the three of us from the Knights of the Coffee Table plan on trying to make our way onto the solo leaderboards as well as the 3-player leaderboards as high as we can get this season.
I need to get
My computer's set on fire.
I'm gonna start a guild somehow, and it's gonna be Gold City. And it's gonna be Diablo 3, motherfuckers.
With that, I'm gonna give you guys all the KO and the fatality. And we are out of here, man. We'll see you guys in about 15 minutes for a gaming live stream. Thanks for tuning in.